Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So Solana dipped into the support level here yesterday, touched the 50% retracement and respected it so far. We see quite a bit of a bounce. I mean, normally on the weekend you don't see that much of price action. And I'm not sure if we really get a decent breakout in wave 5 today. I mean, the expectation here is still that we're going higher as long as 25.44 is holding. I did mention it yesterday on Discord and Telegram already that as long as we hold 22.40, which is structural support, basically the last support level that we had, the first resistance you could say, and the last support we have here based on the structural levels, as long as that one is holding, I would be or remain tentatively bullish, but it is obviously also one of the charts which is a little bit less clear due to the idea that this is unfolding as a diagonal structure, so it's not a clear impulse. So I just want to highlight that that due to this structure here, due to the diagonal structure, things can move a lot, things can change a lot. It has come down quite deep in a wave 4, but not too deep to be necessarily unreliable. It's turned around so far in our support box, but it has not yet broken any significant highs. So the idea is obviously still tracking here the overall bullish scenario on the Solana chart, a 1-2 setup with a third wave now basically in the making. In this third wave, we have a 1-2-3. This could be a wave 4 setback with a wave 5 to come. And it seems like the crypto market today is quite friendly. So in this fifth wave here to the upside of a third wave, we could then push higher, reach the target we're going to talk about in a minute, depending on how it really subdivides. To be honest, this wave 4 came deeper than it ideally would do. But as long as it's holding that 25.44 level, or at worst 22.40, the focus can be on higher. What is not so good is that this is very sharp, this correction, but it's still acceptable from the Fibonacci levels. And that we sometimes see very sharp corrections is not necessarily unusual after an intraday spike, which, I mean, how much was it roughly, of 50%, right? So just be aware of that. And if we continue to push higher in a fifth wave of a third wave, then we need to look at targets as well. So we discussed them already in the last few days, but the target for the third wave, the larger third wave, is round about 43.40. And yeah, we need to get there somehow. So either in an extended fifth wave directly, or we are going to see a few more subdivisions. That's not entirely clear. It would be very long for a wave 5 to rally from $28 to 43. So I would assume, it's just a current assumption, that this move up is going to be subdivided further, that this third might get an extension, will actually push higher eventually, but that we are going to see a few more subdivisions. That, for example, we now maybe make one more high. We'll see where that gets to. I mean, there is structural resistance here, especially here, these two previous spikes at 38.70. Maybe we get there. And that could form a wave 1 of this wave 3. So this is obviously not clear yet and not so important to know at this stage. We're just dealing here with some subdivisions of the third wave potentially, right? So again, you can't predict every single wave, and we don't try to. What we need to do is to track bullish support against we can push higher. And then if we see any reliable sub-wave structures that explain setbacks or anything, we can add new support areas and trend reversal areas. But for now, this seems interesting. Let's see how this is going to develop. Normally, you don't expect too much movement on the weekend. The trend is clearly up at the moment. Strong setback, yes, but as long as the support is holding, no trouble. And if it goes below that, we've got the structural support I indicated. It's just that below $22.40, things might potentially turn bearish, because then we had a rally in a very clear three-wave structure, WXY maybe, and we can come down again. That's of course still possible until we have a reasonable 5-wave move again. Again, here, as you can see, The move of the 10th of June low is only in 3 waves, but that's exactly why we're tracking bullish support. So it should at the moment go higher, and all eyes need to be on that 25.44 level. But what is the level that would sort of confirm a breakout to the upside further? So, so we have here this swing high, which was made on Friday. That's at 29.86. I mean, let's call it the $30 level. If we get a sustained break above $30, it increases likelihood that the fifth wave is already running, and a break above the third wave high at $32.30 would confirm it. There's never absolute certainty in these markets, but we have then a degree of confirmation. Until then, yeah, this wave 4 could, for example, unfold as a triangle. To be honest, I would be a bit surprised if it's already over. And if we go up directly, experience just shows us that whenever we had such a rapid move to the upside, that we often see a more extended correction, even if it's just sideways. It could just be a correction over time. You can always get corrections over price or corrections over time. And sideways correction are, I mean, these corrections over time, they could be triangles, triangle patterns. I wouldn't rule out that over the weekend we see a little bit of a triangle pattern. We will see. It's a very interesting decision point. So again, don't worry too much if support holds or not. Yeah, it's here and it's holding at the moment. As long as it's holding, we treat it like that. Just note that I would not turn and flip bearish below support. This is just standard fib support for the wave 4. There is some more structural support that could provide price, again, temporary support. It's just not a reliable structure from an Elliott wave point of view. So you have less confidence in it. So again, we see that, right? Because it's those rapid movements up and down. Elliott wave warns us it's going to be a choppy ride and that this structure is morphing. So don't be surprised if it does. And because it's not an impulse, it's a diagonal at this stage. Yeah, but the levels should be clear. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.